Guys, welcome to another video. And honestly, today's video, I really got the idea to do it literally right now. And I was like, since I'm planning to do these specific things, I might as well film it for you guys and make a cozy, comforting video for you guys. So the plan of action is to replace my screen time with my hobbies. I actually planned on working on my reading journal today, and I was like, that's what literally gave me the light bulb idea to film this video, because I actually got inspo from Gabrielle. I'll put her info on screen. She's such a comfy, cozy YouTuber that I love watching. All of her content just gives me so much inspiration, and I feel like I gotta give props to Gabrielle for this inspo for this video. So the plan of action for today is actually to update my reading journal, because considering it's a new month, I actually want to update things from January and just see what kind of spreads I want to fill in. And then probably after that, I'm going to see if I have enough energy, because honestly updating my reading journal always takes me so much longer than I expect, which in this case for this video is a good thing. But honestly, I feel like I'm going to be really tired considering that I'm actually starting this video in the afternoon. It's 1 o'clock as I'm filming this. It's currently 30 something degrees outside, so my room is overheating. But I thought I'd intro this video for you guys. But anyways, I plan on updating my reading journal today. Probably going to see if I'm either gonna do my nails or continue reading my book. I'm on the second book of the Third of Glass series, so considering how long things take, I'm probably gonna do my reading journal and read today, and then probably do everything else tomorrow. Also, I'm going to spread out my hours over the course of a few days, because I don't think I can spend like a lot of hours doing a lot of hobbies, and I have so many hours to catch up on. So for reference, last week my average screen time was 8 hours and 19 minutes. So I have 8 hours and 19 minutes of hobby time to do. So I'm thinking with my reading journal, probably gonna make a little cozy, comfy meal. That will bring me down to 2-3 hours today, and I still have 5 hours left. And considering I started this video in the afternoon, I feel like I won't have time to finish all of those hours today. So that's why I just thought I'd split up the hours to see how much I get done today, probably continue the next tomorrow. Honestly, I'm gonna give myself 3 days, because realistically I feel like it will take that long to complete my 8 hours. So yeah, today we're probably just gonna be doing comfy, cozy reading journal. I might make a cute meal, honestly, and then I actually want to continue reading my book, because book 2 of Third of Class, trying to catch up, because I feel like I read the first one so slow, and I feel like with these types of books you just need to continue reading them, otherwise you'll lose momentum. So that's a plan of action. I'm probably gonna spread everything out on my bed, because honestly I feel like doing my reading journal in my bed in my room, ultimate cozy vibes. I'm probably going to put the fan on because it's 1,000 degrees, as I've said. So after this clip, I'll probably go mute until I update you guys to show you guys what kind of spreads I made and everything. But yeah, let's get into doing my first hobby. Okay guys, so it's the next day, and honestly I feel like I'm not even gonna hide the fact that I barely got through my hours yesterday. It's low-key not even funny, but it's crazy how just turn of events happened. So I initially started off saying I'm gonna start with my reading journal. I got 1.5 pages done, and then family came over to visit, so that took literally a pause. I've written down in my journal, so let me just tell you guys how little I got done yesterday, because guys, it's actually kind of funny when you think about it. Wow, I had this whole huge plan of me sitting down for a few hours getting my reading journal done, and I got none of that done yesterday. So yesterday I started off with, what was it, 8 hours and 19 minutes that I had to spend doing my hobbies. So I literally spent 9 minutes journaling. 9 minutes journaling before my cousin and her mom came over, and I was just what are the odds? But yeah, I spent 9 minutes journaling, so that brought it down to 8 hours and 10 minutes. And then after my cousin and her mom left, I was literally just like in bed reading on my e-reader. So I ended up finishing In Between Darkness, and then I read up to 7 hours and 42 minutes. So I feel like I caught up in my reading for my hours. And then this morning, I pretty much stayed in bed, started reading my new book, which was, what did I call it? What is it called? What's it called? Iced Out. So I started reading Iced Out in bed, yet again, on my e-reader. So I literally completely forgot to vlog because it's just like my regular routine. It's like I wake up, start reading, and then I completely forgot that I'm filming this video. So I read this morning for so long, I'm not even gonna lie. The fact that yesterday I went to sleep having to read, what is it? My total that I still had to read was 7 hours, 42 minutes. I woke up this morning, started my new book, and then I got up to 4 hours and 35 minutes. Slow clap, please. I read a total of 3 hours and 7 minutes this morning, which is amazing. So I currently have 4 hours and 35 minutes left, which means I'm almost halfway in my 8 hours and 19 minutes. So we shall see how much I actually get done today. I feel like now I'll actually probably spend like the next hour or so actually filling in my reading journal, because I don't have anything planned for today, honestly. And then probably after reading my reading journal, after updating my reading journal, I'll probably continue reading. I'm thinking of making my Thai coconut curry yet again, because hyperfixation is still on. It's currently like week 2 or like week 3 of me making this Thai coconut curry, and I'm obsessed. I feel like I need to start looking up new recipes that I can use my Thai curry paste, because I'm only making coconut curries, and honestly I'm not bored of it yet. So if I don't make that, I'll probably see what else I make, because honestly I'll plan to make something but not have all the ingredients necessary to make it. So let's just do one thing at a time, and right now that's going to be updating my reading journal. I'm actually excited to fill this in and probably show you guys a few of my favorite spreads so far this year. So yeah, let me get into it. Okay guys, so I finished updating my reading journal, and now I have 3 hours and 36 minutes left. So I feel like we're making good progress. So I figured I'd show you guys a few of my favorite spreads that I've made so far. This is my monthly tracker and my genre tracker. I honestly love how this turned out. All of my inspo for my reading journal, I get it from Rachel Catherine on YouTube. I'll leave her details in the description and on screen. She's one of my favorite like comfy cozy booktubers to watch, and I just love all of her content. So when in terms of my reading journal, I always get like inspo from her. Honestly, I copied this setup exactly from her. She has her background a little bit different, but like I just took inspo from her background and just made it my own, and honestly I love how this turned out. And then another of my favorite spreads, this I feel like is just going to be my favorite spread every year. I started doing this last year and I didn't actually fill in every single one, so I'm hoping this year I actually fill in every single one, because my goal is to actually read 4 to 5 books a month, and then I should possibly at some point fill everything in. I feel like the hardest part are like when you get to like the XYZs, because that's what made it like really hard for me last year, because I couldn't find books that are like XYZs. So like this whole last row here just gets really hard. But I'm hoping this year books will come out that have like those random letters, so hopefully by the end of this year this entire page is full. And then one of my other favorite, this is a new spread that I made. Actually, it's called Book of the Month. I got this from, yet again, Rachel Catherine. I realized I print out my picture really small, so I'm gonna have to like reprint it, because I wanted to like fill most of the space, but maybe I'll keep it this small. But honestly, I feel I'm gonna reprint it just to like fill in space. But my book of January was God of Fury. It was so good. When I tell you I'm into like my dark romance era, my mafia era, this book ticked all the boxes. It's my first dark romance book, and honestly, started off with a bang. I got a new favorite author, Rena Kens. I feel like I'm reading her books this year majority, and honestly, I have nothing bad to say about this book. I feel like it was a 5-star solid read from the jump. And honestly, I started that book in the series is like what, like book 4, I think. I started it because someone on TikTok was like highly recommending this book. And one thing about me, I will be dragged by TikTok recommendations. So I honestly read it and I was just like, draw. The people are insane. I'm not gonna lie. The people are insane in those books. The characters are insane. Like, I'm not condoning anything they do. They're just crazy. But the way you read the book and like your journey through the book, too good. But yeah, highly recommend Rena Kens. It's the Legends of God series. And honestly, I had to make a double page spread. I made a double page spread of God of Fear. This is like one of my fave books. I realized last year when I set up my Throne of Glass. Not Throne of Glass. What was it? My... Guys, I can't even speak. My One Dark Window spreads that I love, just making the whole background just like black. Like, look at this. Is this not just so aesthetically pleasing? And then I feel like I just really got into making darker page spreads. And look at this one. This was the one I was talking about. A Court of Mist and Fury. How good is this page? I just love dark colors. I don't know what it is. Look at this one. Like, look at this page. Is this not so aesthetically pleasing? Like, guys, I just love having everything just like dark and gloomy. I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite spread that I've made this year so far. But honestly, the darker the better. Yeah, I think that's the... Oh, I also have my 5-star pages. I think I want to fill this in only at the end of the year because I want to print out all my photos to be the exact same size. And I realized I'm not really good at printing out photos the exact same size every single time I print. So I feel like just to be safe, I'm probably going to print out my 5-star rates at the end of the year and paste it in here. I love how this page turned out. And yeah, I think that's everything I did. So today I started filling in my heated romance page. I think on this page I'm probably gonna write out my Goodreads review and like the title of the movie. I read the book, so good. I actually read the book after watching the movie, and honestly I feel like it was a good way to go about it because the series was so good, and I feel like when you read it after, you realize like things that were different and like things that weren't really in the movies that were in, not the movie, series. But overall I really loved the books. I loved the series. I'm so excited for season 2, and I actually have to read the second book before season 2 comes out. But yeah, that's me for right now. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I made my TBR page. These are all the books that I want to read by this year, and honestly I feel like it's not really bad because there's 2 new releases for this year from authors that I previously enjoyed, so I'm really excited about that. And then just like a bunch of new authors this year. I realized this year I'm trying to actually like broaden the types of books that I read. This year I actually want to like branch out and try different authors and like different genres of books, hence why I've been reading like dark romance books so far, just to like broaden my horizons, because I feel like I'm so in my fantasy bag that now it's just like whenever I read a fantasy book that's like really slow or just like not piquing my interest, I get bored really quick. And I feel like it's because like I was overdoing fantasy books, so that's why I like dipped my little toe in romance towards the end of the year, just to like try and like read different genres, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see how that goes this year, because I feel like romance is cute, dark romance is where I'm at right now. Fantasy will just always be my go-to read when I have like nothing else to read. And I think like general fiction, like fiction books, I feel like those are like the 4 branches of genres that I mostly go for. I honestly don't think I'm a thriller person, and I feel like I'm saying that now because like I don't read that many thrillers. I'm not sure if I can like find a thriller book that would like get me into the genre, but overall I'm trying to like read different genres, broaden my horizons, not read the same authors. Honestly, that's like the main point of this year. Try different books, try different genres, hence the Legends of God series by Rena Kent. Love her down. I've read like 2 of her books so far. It's like a 6-book series, and I've read 2 of them so far, loving them. So I think that's just gonna be like what I try to do this year. But yeah, that's gonna be me for right now. I'm honestly probably gonna relax and chill, probably continue reading Iced Out on my phone because that's where I have it, and then I'll probably update you guys later to see how much time I have left. So yeah, I'm really excited to see if I can actually finish off today or if we'll finish off tomorrow. But yeah, we have 3 hours 36 minutes left. Let's see how much I can get done for the rest of the day. So y'all have seen this morning I ended up reading Crown of Midnight while having my morning coffee, and I finished my book that I was reading on my e-reader this morning. I woke up with like 2 hours left this morning, and honestly I just decided to push through. I managed to finish my e-reader book, and then I read like a few pages of Crown of Midnight, and honestly I don't know what it is about a timer that just like instills this thing in my brain where it's like I have to read. I feel like I'm actually going to do that more often now, just to like up my reading. Because one thing about me, I've realized that like I have my scheduled routine where it's like I'll wake up in the morning, read from my e-reader, at night before I go to sleep I read on my e-reader. So I'm just like, I don't read physical books that much anymore, and I've realized that like in order for me to actually like pick up more physical books, I feel like if I actually continue having this timer thing, might make a difference. So that's something for me to try out in the future. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this challenge for myself where I switched my screen time for my hobbies. It's crazy to think I spent 8 hours and 19 minutes on screens last week, like on my average. But honestly, I feel like it's not that surprising considering how much time I spend on my phone editing content, watching YouTube. So overall, I feel like it's actually pretty okay in comparison, but we can always try to limit our screen time at some point. And don't even get me started on how many hours I spend reading my book on my phone. So technically, I barely spend any time on my phone doing anything other than reading, watching YouTube, and editing content. So I'm going to take the win. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it's nice trying something new and fresh, and I feel like this year in terms for like my reading goals, I'm probably going to try to like up like what I do, up my content, try to be more creative. Honestly, I'm probably going to gain inspo from a bunch of my YouTubers that I watch and like a bunch of booktubers on like bookish content. So get ready for some more bookish content this year. I'm actually really excited for what's to come this year, and I feel like it's gonna be fun just like experimenting, trying something new, like branching out honestly. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe to my channel, turn notifications on so you'll be notified every time I upload, and I'll catch you in another one. Bye. It's 10 out of 10.